Okay, live attempt of Road to Las Vegas Battle 7. First try had some technical problems. Let's see if we can, if second try is good or not. All right, boom, boom, boom. Yay. Okay, the file downloaded. All right, clock is running. Okay, so lost instructions case. Here we go. Lots of tabs, right? I know this is coming. All right. The given player's guess is the correct answer, right? Not a problem. All right, so there's my sheet names. And here is my sheet data from the sheets. And it's going to be what? I mean, E1 to E10. Those aren't the right row numbers, but I'll fix that in a second. I do want it in flat style. The row numbers are going to be for level 1 is 17 to 36. So from 17 to 36 is there. So now this is I need the answers, right? So, or the question numbers also. I guess that's it, right? And then the answer then is just a label lookup on this with the row label being the question number. Flip away. Row number is the question number. The column label is the player. I don't have the example, but I do have the rest of these. So if I'm looking up this, now I'm looking up 2 and 5. On here, the label lookup, it's probably a string, right? Yep. Okay. Your answer should be the count of the players with the correct answer. All right, so the answer is here. I hate not having the examples. All right, I'm going to fix this so I have the examples. So I'm going to go up 2 rows like that. The actual question numbers are going to start there. The example is going to be here. That's example 2. So the answer is 74. Guesses on this question, I got to do an XLOOKUP of the question number and nothing. Now, well, yeah, just the question number. On here, returning from this whole thing, I'm going to have to make it a column. Here's everybody's guesses. So of all of these guesses, how many people got the correct guess. And 0 is a possibility, so it should be able to give me 0. Right? Yeah, so like 39, for example. But it can't be 0, though, because the correct answer is player 18's guess. So at least freaking player 18 got it right. So player 18 got an A, right? Got game 39, right? Why is game 39 not showing up here? Yep, boom, those are missing. Okay, yeah, 0 is not an acceptable answer. All right, for each game, the given player's guess is the correct answer. Your answer should be the sum of all player numbers who had the correct answer. Okay, so there's that. This is example 3. The player numbers are here. It's just sequence 25, right? So equals filter. Yeah, 0 is not a possibility because somebody has to have it, right? So filter of this where this equals the correct answer, right? So that's going to give me the player numbers who got it right, and then I can just sum them up. 85 is not the correct answer. Answer on 20 is the sum of player numbers. Correct answer 74. So the players who got 74 are who? Are 1, 4, 7, and 8. 1, 4, 7, and 8. Why am I not getting 1, 4, 7, and 8? On the example, 1, 4, 1, 4, 7, and 8 did not get the correct answer of 74. Did they? On level 3. Oh, I'm looking in the I'm not changing these like I'd have to. All right, so everything's wrong except for level 1, which is good because I'm only on level 2. All right, so these row numbers have got to change. So it's not 15 to 36 anymore. It is 99 to 118. 99 to 118. So this is 99 to 118. All right. That doesn't look right either. Oh, because these are different row numbers. 85 to 104 for level 2. 85 to 104. All right, so now for example 2, how many people got the correct answer of 46? Seven people got the correct answer of 46. It's a guess of 82 for example 2. So it's E49 to E70 on level 2. E49 to E70. Correct answer is 5. Yes. Now here, level 3 is from 85 to 104. 85 to 104. correct answer is supposed to be 74. 85 to 104. No, those are the sheet names. Okay, I'm getting a little wild here. This is just sequence 25, right? No, it's got to be strings. Okay, so this is still E31 to 55 no matter what. Now, on level 3, the row numbers are 85 to 104. On level 3, the row numbers are 85 to 104. So, person number 1 should have 46 for their answer, which they do, but the example should be 74. Because I got to start at the example row. 83 to 104. 83 to 104. Now I sum those. Done. Okay. All right. So this is now starting with the example 117 to 138. Guess of the player who does not appear in the player number list is the correct answer. And again, the sum of all the players. So the correct answer here is simply, I'm going to do a little X text split on this by comma. This is vertical, so I need room here. Then I check if on this array, this person exists, right? This array has got to stay locked. The person is not going to be locked. So one of these, does 1 exist on this list? No, it does not, but that's the 1 as a string. So I've got to do 1 as a number. So 1 does not exist, but the other ones I'll do. So I'm going to use, I don't know, freaking minus not. Give me the opposite. And then the answer is look up 1 on here, returning, not just the example though, returning. So this is the question number. So let's look up the question number on this, returning all the guesses, right? The player number, I don't know, times 1. Now it's the question number is not here because I don't have it. Example 4 and the correct question numbers. These are the guesses. Is this lined up correctly? Nope. I'm looking up on all the guesses. And I am looking up the question. 13 is their guess on the example. Yeah, this is everybody's guess on those. And then it gives me the correct answer. Oh my God, what am I doing? Wasting my time. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. So there's the correct answer is right here. So now my answer is simply, right, the sum of the people who put this which is this. All right. 61. So these are the guesses for question 61. And I want, oh, it does not give me the correct answer. Yeah, it does not give me the correct answer. Okay, it only gave me the correct answer for the example. Okay, fine. So I know the correct answer is look up 1 on this, returning this with commas. Now, example 4 should still be right, which it is. Level 5, the correct answer is the most frequent guess for all players. Answer should be the sum of all players with the correct answer. Right, so now I've got to make this example 5. Got to make this the question numbers, and I've got to make this lookup everything starting with the example, which is 151 to 172. 172. Okay. So now I'm looking up, this is everybody's answers, right? So I do count if of the answers on the answers to get the frequencies. And then the answer is the biggest of the frequencies returning on the ants doing the mouse thing equals, that's the correct answer, right? Now the correct answer is the biggest of the frequencies on the answers. It's 44, and then this is, you know, the sum of filter like that, boom. Okay, the correct answer is the average of the guesses for only the players in the number list. Fine. There's the number list. This is whether you exist in the number list, which is there. Already know who exists in the number list and who doesn't. Right, so if you exist in the number list, then we're going to look it up. But first, I got to manually do a couple things. There's example 6. There's the question numbers. And I'm going to have to enter into FlexiQuiz in a minute. And for 6 is 185 to 206. 185 to 206. Boom. Okay, so now I'm looking up everybody's answers. And I've got, those are the frequencies, which is not what I want. I want to know if you're on the player list. That's all the people I count about. Is the average of guesses for the players on the player list. There's no rounding we're talking about it. If none of the players got it correct, you should be 0, which is fine. All right, we're not rounding. We're just doing this thing. So if you exist on the player list, then this, otherwise nothing. So the correct answer is the average of this whole thing, since every player might get it. And then the correct answer is here. It is possible to have a 0, right? 17 is good for this. We'll see. I'll bet there's at least one 0, which is 16, 116. All right, I'm just going to manually enter that in. These are my answers for level 6, including a 0 here. Got to do some FlexiQuiz action. Level 1. Nope, that's bonus A. Level 1. Level 2. Level 3. Level 4. Level 5. Oh no, I messed up. All right. Level 1. Level 2. Level 3. Level 4. Level 5. Level 6. All right, 220 points for the last level, about the same as the bonus. Correct answer is the average of the guesses only for the numbers in the player list that are divisible by the game number with a level of 0. If the given number is 0, then the average is the ones that are prime numbers. I do have a list of prime numbers. All right, so it's got to be this. All right, so copy this over. This is now example 7. This is now the correct thing. This is now starting at 217 to 240. 217 to 240, right? 219 to 240. All right, so only numbers in the only people in the player list, which is here already, which are divisible by the given number with a remainder of 0 equals mod this frozen is here, and then if error is nothing, well, if error is 0, right? So those don't qualify. So you have to have both. So I'm going to use the min as an and. You got to be in the list, and you got to meet the divisibility rule. Okay. So the correct answer is the average of this. So if blank, nope, that creates a circular. If you're in the list, if this, then your guess, otherwise nothing. Does not account for my prime situation. Is the average, the correct answer is 20, not 20.33. All right, so you got to be in the list, first of all. Do I have this right? The number list is here. This is player number list. So only the guesses of players 2, 3, 4 should be considered. He's in the list. And the mod of the player number, that's it. So it is the mod of the player number, which is this one. The mod of the player number, which is allowed to move. Still not right. All right, so the average of 2, the mod of this, and 0. The mod of this is equal to 0. If the mod of this is equal to 0, then 1, otherwise 0. And then 0 is the if error. All right, so now this, hopefully, God willing, is correct, not considering the prime number thing, right? All right, hopefully those are the only 2 that have the prime number problem. Probably want to do bonuses instead. I'm going to put, zeros for those and work on the bonuses. All right, level 7. How many games in level 1 did player 1 get correct? So in level 1, what I want to know is this is the correct answer, right? So what I want to know is, did player 1 get it right? This is player 1's guess. I'm going to look up the game number on here, returning here. And if this equals this, then 1, otherwise 0. 6 correct. Put that in Flux Quiz. Which game number in level 4 did only 1 player get correct? So if the correct answer is 13, I want to know the number of players who got it correct. These are the players' guesses. So the number that got it correct is count if this, this, so I'm looking for the one that only 1 player got correct, and I'm returning the game number is 78. What was the only game number that there was one game number that all players